Wait until you see this. Charles Hoskinson just dropped the most bullish crypto take I've ever seen. This is the kind of signal we only get once in a cycle, and yet the bull run hasn't even started. You're going to want to stick around until the end of this video. We are just 25% away from the total crypto market cap breaking its previous all-time high. That's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins combined. And here's the kicker. The altcoin market cap hasn't even surpassed its previous cycle top yet. That's how early we are. So, what's happening here? Why are we seeing strength across the board, but without the parabolic moves yet? Let's break it down. Ethereum is coiling up on the weekly. It's not just about upside targets. We also need to be prepared for short-term consolidation. I'll show you the key levels that could signal the start of something massive. Even if you don't hold ETH, this roadmap matters for every single altcoin. Meanwhile, Cardano, ADA, is building a structure that could explode to $1.80, and that's not the endgame. That's just the beginning of its bull run. In a second, I'll show you the chart pattern forming right now and what to watch for over the next few days. Before we dive into the charts, let's talk about the next 24 hours. This could get volatile. Tomorrow, July 30th, we have two major events. The Federal Reserve interest rate decision. Analysts expect no rate change, but market makers love to exploit this for volatility. Watch out for fake-outs and liquidations. A major U.S. digital asset report tied to Trump's January executive order. It could bring clarity on stablecoins, retail CBDCs, token classification, and potentially even a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve. If this drops bullish news, expect fireworks. But even if it's a nothing burger, the macro trend is undeniable. Let's roll the clip from Charles Hoskinson. He says it loud and clear. This isn't the 4-year cycle anymore. It's something completely different. We're not even close to the peak of this bull market. That's huge. Clarity hasn't even passed yet. When it does, institutional money will flood in. Big bags are still waiting. Now let's talk Ethereum. Ethereum has been hitting the same risk level bands again and again without breaking out. This isn't bearish, it's bullish. It shows deep accumulation and a shift in ownership from retail to institutions. If ETH breaks through the $4,000 to $4,100 zone, we could see a rapid move to $5,800. But beware, the MACD is signaling a potential consolidation. Based on past patterns, this often leads to a short-term pullback before the explosive move. Support zones to watch: $3,400, 20-day MA, $2,900, 50-day MA. A dip there could be the final shakeout. So yes, we could see some sideways chop. But big picture? This is the calm before the storm. Now, let's talk Cardano. Everyone loves to hate on ADA until it pumps. And based on what we're seeing now, a massive inverse head and shoulders may be forming. If ADA dips to the low/mid 60s and bounces, we could be looking at a clean breakout. The target? $1.80. This is a midterm move, not even the peak of the bull run. Just like in the previous cycle, this type of move can set the stage for ADA's explosive climb past $2, $3, and beyond. But it all starts with this breakout. Whether you're holding ETH, ADA, or microcaps, this data is your guide. We're not at the top. In fact, we may be at the very beginning of what some are calling the GIGACHAD bull run, a total crypto market cap headed for $10 trillion or even $12.5 trillion. Add in Ethereum and altcoin ETFs, money supply growth, easing interest rates, and game-changing legislation, and you've got the recipe for a supercycle. So zoom out, watch the charts, track the data, and be ready because when this thing moves, it could be fast and furious. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button. And if you want access to advanced risk models and exit plans, check out our intelligence system, 40% off right now. Disclaimer: this content is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial, investment, or trading advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Always do your own research and consult with a qualified professional before making investment decisions. Thanks for watching Crypto Bulletin. I'll see you in the next video.